sitting here. Or maybe you invite somebody to church once in a while. Or something like that. But how many are you reaching like that? I'm going to tell you. There's only one thing that will enable them to be saved. They must hear the gospel. That is the only thing that will enable anybody to be saved. And if they're going to hear it, somebody's got to tell it to them. And you may be the only one who has that opportunity. You may be the only one that has that chance. You may be the one God has chosen to give it to them. And yeah, many are going to tell you, I don't want to hear it. Many are going to tell you, just shut up. Many are going to tell you, oh, well, blah, 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 I heard it all my life, blah, blah, whatever they might say. Many might not talk to you ever again. But you don't have to answer to them. You got to answer to Him.
That's right.
He's the one you're going to, and I know I say this scripture a lot because it scares me. If I tell you to warn them, and you don't warn them, and they die in their sin, and they end up in hell, their blood is on your hand. And I'm telling you, that scares me. I can't tell you how many times I've got a picture of myself standing before God with bloody hands, and I don't want that. But more than not wanting that, I don't want to see my children, my grandchildren, the people I know, the people I cross paths with. I don't want to see them in hell. We don't understand hell. You know that? I don't think we do. It's almost become a fairy tale even to the church. The church needs to understand hell. The church needs to understand how horrible and awful that really is. We need to get in the Word and read about hell a little bit. I don't even think it would hurt to ask God for a little glimpse, so that we get a drive, so that we get a desire. We go on like everything's just fine and dandy. And every day, I'm telling you, every day, you go by many, 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 many who are going to end up in hell. You got family that's going to end up in hell. You got kids, you got grandkids, you got aunts, you got uncles, you got parents, whatever it is that's going to end up in hell. And we do this. You ought to come over to church. Well, maybe someday. Okay, I will be looking for you then. I witnessed, man. I gave it to them. That's what we do. We do. We need to tell them. We need to tell them the truth. Without Christ, you're doomed for hell. We need to tell them that. We need to be plain, upfront, and blunt. We've pity-patted around for too long and made them feel comfortable. They're comfortable in their sin. They're at ease. They shouldn't be at ease. We shouldn't give them no ease. We shouldn't give them no rest. We should be on them and on them and on them and on them. We need to give God what's God's. And what's God's is this. And as I said, we know God's purpose and God's plan. He's going to take what's His and use it to accomplish. If He's going to take His own Son and have Him go through everything He went through to reach lost, why would He not use you to reach the lost? Why would He not let you suffer a little bit? Why would He not let you go through a little bit? Why would He not put you out there in order to reach the lost? We need to give God what is God's, so that He can use it to reach the lost. And I'm going to say it one more time, and then I'll try to shut up. It ain't happening in here.
That's right.
It ain't.
No.
It ain't. Those people that they talked about that got saved at the hill climb, what if none of this group would have went there? Those people would still be lost. And may never get saved. And may end up in hell. Well, somebody might have invited them to church. And they wouldn't have come. We got to take it to them. This is a good example. They go out and take the gospel out. And because they go out and take the gospel out, people are saved. Not because they go out and invite people to church. Not because they go out and say, we're having a dinner, come to our dinner. We're having a game night, come to our game. Nothing like that. It's by going out and giving them the gospel of Jesus Christ. That's what saves people. We need to understand that. I'm not saying quit coming to church. Please don't quit coming to church. This is for you. This isn't for them. This is for you. This is to strengthen you, to encourage you, to teach you, to help you grow, to give you direction, to go and do what you need to do out there. From time to time, a lost person will come in, and God will save them in the church. But I almost always guarantee you the seed was planted somewhere else. It just bore fruit here. We need to be out there. That's what God needs. That's what the church is about. You are the church. You are the repository. This is where God has put it, and you need to take it to them. And we're just going to have, and I know, believe me, I know it's hard. It can be difficult. Some of us are shy. Some of us are backward. Some of us don't think we talk good. Anything like that. But what you need to do is just swallow real hard, stiffen up your backbone, and do it. And I'll guarantee you, if you're willing to give yourself to do it, God will be with you. He will get you through it. That's it. I hope you got it.